Alright guys, welcome back to Disturbing Kreationz DIY. This is the pool series. This is going to be episode 7, and I've noticed that from episode 1 to episode 6, the views have been doubling. We started out with only 25 views on episode 1. Episode 6 is around 135, 140. So that means a lot more people are paying attention, but nobody's really commenting. And I really need some help because I'm not a pool expert and I don't want to learn how to fix pools because I like doing mechanical work and building race cars, as you see on my other channel. And you can find that down on the channels list. You can see all the other channels that I have, but I digress. So I'm going to be doing the media this week. I'm going to be putting the glass media in. I've never used it before, never even heard about it until I started researching the sand. So if you have changed from sand to glass media, please put at least a 1 in the comment section down below, and then I know that this has worked for other people because I haven't got it up and running yet. If you have some kind of comments, please leave those below as well. But this week we ran into some problems and I kind of get a little frustrated. So I did the whole week, I edit the whole week, and then I make these intros so I know exactly what I'm going to be putting out on the video. So I'm having problems now with the sand filter, getting suction of water and going through. I don't know any of this pool stuff, but we're coming along really good on the DE filter. Next week, I'm going to explain to you all the things I did on the DE filter. We did finally fix the DE filter to work great, but this week we're working on this sand filter, which is now, I guess, a glass filter, whatever you would call it. If you call it a glass filter, hit a 2 down below and just let me know. Glass filter, you don't have to say anything else. If I see a couple of 2s, then I know what to say. But let's get right into some work. All right, so I got these 2 PSI meters, and one came off of the tank, the new sand tank that I got, and then the other one came off of the diverter thing, the thing you push down on, and it says backwasher and all that. I got a spare one, and it had this one on it. So you see how yellow and nasty this is? You can't really see through it. So I did a headlight clean on this one, and it's still a little bit foggy, but I can actually read the numbers on it now. See where it says Hayward? And then this one I haven't done yet, and I just can't see anything. It's just so terrible. I don't even know if this works. Again, we don't want to put money into the pool because we only have $3,500 left. I spent $6,500 already. So every time I have to buy something, these are like $15, $20 a piece, 15 bucks. And if I have to buy 2, one for each filter, then I'm out $30, $40. You know, you got to pay tax and shipping, or you got to drive somewhere and pay gas to get it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to clean this one up as well. A little bit of sandpaper, and then we're going to try to buff it out and get it clear. This one was actually yellower than this, which is sad. But now you can definitely see. It's still cloudy, but I can see and use it for a while. Now this one we're going to clean. Let's go to it. All right, so it's so hot out here. The phone just cut out on me. So said it was too hot. You see I got all the medium in here now. Some crap is floating on top. I don't know what that is. Impurities or something maybe. But before we do anything, it says you have to backwash that to get the junk out. And then what'll happen is then you can rinse, and then you can do the filtration. So if you didn't see it, this is the actual bag. So it says 40 pounds here and whatever the certification is. I'm sure if you're a pool person, you know what this is if you do filters or work on it. This is the website here. So let's, okay. There we go, sorry. And then it's called Brightline. So I looked it up online and it said it's supposed to be 100% remanufactured glass, recycled glass. But it looked like it had floating stuff in it. And I just don't know, is that like part of the imperfections of whatever was in the glass? Or does this company like have a bad rap for that? Or like, I mean, it was just a little bit, maybe a quarter of a cup worth if I scooped it all out for 120 pounds, so I could deal with that. But it had some gritty stuff in there as well. It looked like real fine dust or sand. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if that was just the glass. Some people throwing these bags around, the glass hits on the glass. It's already 40 pounds. You put 10 of these up on a pallet. You know what I mean? I could see that as well. But if you've used this brand before, please comment down below, because I just filled the filter with this. And then now I'm going to try to use this as a vacuum filter and vacuum backwash. This is really supposed to be good on backwash because it's so light. It kicks all the stuff out. You use like only a third of the water. Save more than half the water on this, filling up your pool. So comment down below if you've ever used this before. So I went ahead and rebuilt this thing out of 2 of them that were broken. And remember, we had 2 of these, so I got this one pretty good. You could see out of it now it works. The other one, after I cleaned, I noticed it didn't work because this was down here and it was past this point where you can't come down anymore, so we threw it out. But this one I cleaned like headlights. You couldn't even see it was yellow. So now that we have this in the middle, we have to get this on here and then sink this down. Oh man, it went so nice. Wow, I didn't do that before when I was taking it apart. But now that I cleaned everything and got it set like the way it's supposed to, wow, that went right on. Okay, so now that that's right on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this clip around here. So you have to put this up and this right here. And I have to find another screw to go through here, because we used that screw on the other filter when we broke one of those bolts over there. It was the same to hold the filter down. So I need to find something that's going to tighten this down. So that's, you know, my bad, but you know, we have to do things. Don't order this from Hayward. It's probably like $10. You can just go out and buy a screw that'll fit this size, a nut and a screw, and that's it. You don't need anything else fancy. You don't have to buy this fancy one with the square nut with this little anti-rust thing that doesn't even make a difference anyway. After we do that, we're gonna go ahead and connect this up from the filter in. We're gonna connect this into a hose. We're gonna drop that into the water and just see if we can do a backwash. We don't need a return line right now. So this is gonna be the waste line, and I'm gonna have to put a nipple in, or a piece like this on this side, and we're going to put some Teflon tape on that, screw that in, and then we're gonna take one of those old drain hoses, connect it here, and probably just run it down to wherever we want in the yard over here underneath like they had it before, and dump the drain water over there. So hopefully this little pump will work. This little pump works. Hopefully this will work now that it has new media, and we can start to get the pool filtered out and vacuum correctly so we don't stuff up this pump over here, the DE pump, which is just killing me. I hate this thing, you know? It did work the 1 year that we did the pool. Then I didn't do anything with the pool for a couple years. Now I can barely get it to move. So I have no idea. I still didn't take it apart and do the muriatic acid. No one's left me any comments of should I do the muriatic acid or not. I have no idea. I'm scared if I do it, it's going to damage it. But other people are saying they're showing that they do it online. If I damage it, then I can't afford another filter. I would never get this again. I would never get another sand filter since we have one. I'm gonna go with an element filter. They just seem easier to clean. I know you have to change the element like every 5-6 years. It's okay, I don't care. better than tearing this thing apart all day, soaking it, spraying all the 50 tentacles and being, I'm done, you know? All right, so I'm gonna get some more work done and show you where we're at and see if we get this filter actually working. All right, so I was either gonna go with this piece or this piece, but I think I'm gonna go with this bigger one because the drain pipe that I have is a little fatter than what this is. When I put it on, it didn't make a very good suction connection because I tried to use that from the pipe to the pool and it wasn't gripping. But to push out, it works great. But you see even the thick part of this one, it just doesn't feel right. Like at least this has this bump, like this neck on it, and then the little bumps, and I can put the tightness around it. So I'm gonna do that. But first, we're gonna do this Teflon tape. So I like to put this on anything that's wet or anything that's got air in it. So then we'll just kind of put it on there. So I do like 2 or 3 turns, full turns. So that's 1, 2, and 3. There. And then that little mess, just kind of push it on. You'll be all right. That's not going to go anywhere. You just don't want to get any on here. Like, don't go too close this way because you don't want it to start unraveling this somehow and sucking it through. If it could even do that, I don't know. But with air, it can. So we're going to do this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the place that, so this one is the return. This is the pump. And then this is the one that we're doing the wastegate on the outside. That other one's already connected. This is another one I got for free that wasn't working, but it's got all these nice parts on it. So we're gonna put this one in the place of what this one would be if we were gonna do this. So these are for out of ground pools. This is only 150 gallon. I think for my in-ground pool, I need 400 to 600. So we're only using this as a backup to open the pool, a backup so we can, if we have a lot of solar power battery, we can run the battery all day for free, or to do the vacuum. So this is not going to be our main pool pump. This is a backup pump. So we're gonna do this one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna screw this in, and then we're gonna put a hose, and then we're gonna clamp this down on the thing. And it's gonna be the exit, so the wash. So we have to backwash first, since we just put that medium in and get all the floaty stuff and the crap and the little granules that are too small. We don't want them going in the pool. We want to backwash that out and then do a rinse. And then we're gonna filter, and we're gonna see if we can get the vacuum to start to work. Let's go get some more. So here's where we're at right now. We're going to connect the, I guess this is the pump in pipe into this new one that we just rebuilt. Oh, I don't have that clamped yet. God, man. I hate being in shorts out here with all the weeds because I keep touching my legs and I feel like there's something crawling on me because I'm hairy. Alright, so we're gonna connect this one. Most of these come with this clear hose for some reason, I don't know why. Then you gotta do the rest, the in and outs. So, I should probably be doing this with a socket, but who knows. Alright, so we just put the tape and Teflon on this. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on here. You guys remember Adam Sandler? Every show he would put something between his legs and ride it like a pony. If you remember who Adam Sandler is, comment down below, because I'm not the only old one watching this.
I'm gonna tighten this doodad up. It's called a worm clamp, if you wanted to know. For this show, it's a doodad because we're doing DIY. On my auto channel, better call that a worm clamp. Alright, so we got the drain out, we got the pump in. We got to get one of these for recycling to go back into the water, and then we got to get a hose to put on the pump now and suck some water in from the pool and get back into this. All right, so I'm gonna connect the hose down here. I have a vacuum hose that's really long. It's like maybe 12 feet, so I might just have to put like 1 or 2 extensions on it. And we're gonna connect that to that. And I don't really care what's coming out of here. As long as I put this together correctly, so I know it's on filtration, I put it on backwash, go backwash the junk, and then we can do a rinse, and then we'll see where we're at. If I put it on backwash and it shoots out the front, then I know that these are exactly backwards. So that's gonna be a problem because I don't wanna take this apart again. All right, so I got this whole filter back together and I got all the medium and everything back in it, but then now there's something that's wrong where it's not working. So when I take this line off, the pump will work and it'll suck water from the pool, but not like really strong, and it'll push it out like just a little, it'll push it out this tube. But then as soon as I connect it to this, it won't suck any water. Like I could see the bubble in here where it won't push it up past the filter thing here. So I'm gonna take this apart because it could have a clog or something in it, and then I'm gonna tear that whole thing apart and do a video just on that and put it back together. Now when I don't have this little piece, the connection piece done, this piece, and I just have the hose in there and the filter's on, it will come on, which is, I don't understand. So when I take the nozzle from the pump to the pool off, I open the pool lid and I just put the garden hose in there. The pump pumps the garden hose through the filter, but only that small amount that the garden hose pumps through. I put it on backwash, it worked. I put it on filter and it worked. When I take the garden hose out, I put the long vacuum hose on the front of this pump. I stick it in the water there, and I turn it on. I prime it, and then once it's full of water with the hose, I hurry up and put the lid on and turn it on. Doesn't do anything. It pumps to the top of the filter and then won't.